time zone, everyone, and welcome to a first impressions look into Ghostbusters Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed. So Spirits Unleashed is an asymmetrical 4v1, and before anyone turns this off immediately says, oh, this is a cheap Dead by Daylight clone, then it kind of is and kind of isn't. Well, it kind of is. I shouldn't say it kind of isn't. So this game has PvP mechanics where you could be a Ghostbuster, where you could capture ghosts and whatnot. You could also be a ghost yourself. And in addition, you can be, you can customize your Ghostbuster. But this is where the real fun is at, is busting ghosts. So instead of doing generators and not getting hooked, you have to capture the ghost at least 3 times in order for you to win. Now, unfortunately, it's kind of difficult. What kind of... Yeah, just do easy. I'll show you, because each ghost is different. Each ghost is different. Each ghost has its own preference. So I'm gonna show you what I mean here. So this is it, right? And you can customize your party members too. And this is serious. You could have your own AI Ghostbusters involved here.
Your assignment begins now.
And then
Hey,
you know,
what's up?
do the hunts and stuff. They're not entirely competent, but you can kind of guess where this is all going, right? So you have your traps, you have your blaster. You can do, be careful of causing property damage.
Ghost captured. Now, focus on the rifts. There's still more to destroy and permanently end this.
There are others still out there.
Jesus. And you have to like calm civilians too. Sometimes you can get support of the civilians in order to
Absolutely not.
calm them, or to help you out with your ghost busting. And of course you have your minions and stuff. When the building haunt gets to 100, you basically have a small window of like, I think like, was it 90 seconds, basically.
Here we go. Ghost over
Basically have 90 seconds to capture the ghost. And yes, if you ever play Ghostbusters the video game, you can kind of already tell what kind of game this is already. But
Look at this.
Yo.
and then and yeah, you can calm civilians to prevent them from leaving, but be aware that the window is very small, so the chances of you trying to get you have to basically balance it out, like, okay, who's gonna calm civilians down, who's gonna get the ghost. And yes, each ghost type has their own different abilities and whatnot. You can level up through doing private matches or ghost bounties. Be aware you can escape. My only issue about the escaping as a ghost is that it's very challenging, to say the least, because it's just so flashy and so quick. There's not enough time for you to process, like, okay, where is it at? You definitely need to get a few games in as a ghost, because if you don't, you are gonna lose a lot of matches, and that sucks. No one wants that, right? And of course, each ghost type has different skill levels. Not so much as a Ghostbuster. It's easy for you to just, do the thing and whatnot. Of course, you have the minions here.
Another minion down. Are we
You
keeping
can get
score?
XP for it, and
It's getting
the
real
rifts are basically ghost entry points and whatnot. The spawn points are a little ridiculous, I'm gonna say that, because the ghost spawn points can happen anywhere, meaning that they could happen right in front of you, or somewhere where no one knows where you're at, and it takes them a good few minutes to hide, But this game runs very fine. You can customize your Ghostbuster whatever, you know, it's a really fun game. It's too bad it's asymmetrical, because if you ever play Dead by Daylight, you probably already know where this is going. You know, Dead by Daylight is king in the asymmetrical department. And yeah, this game obviously isn't like Dead by Daylight, but it's asymmetrical. I have to say it like it is, you know.
Thanks for the help.
This game is currently on sale for one more day. It is, I think, 20 bucks. But not sure if the bots are competent or not, like the players are. But yeah, definitely get a few rounds in with friends, just so you can get adjusted as a ghost. You can do the tutorials, and I highly recommend you do the tutorials constantly as a ghost, especially if you need to know how to play them. Because yeah, it is a little punishing here. Oh, we need to calm the city down. And yes, of course, the Dead by Daylight real. Yes, let's not. Yes. Let's get out of our systems right now. Yes. Dead by Daylight this, Dead by Daylight. Oh my god, what is this? You know. And these hauntings can go by fast, so you can use your PKB to track down the ghost. But as I mentioned, the ghost does have 3 times before it goes right back before it's game over. For them, so definitely strategize wisely. There are plenty of maps. Plenty of maps have a lot of wiggle room, a lot of easy escape routes. You can go through walls, depending upon the ghost, I believe. But you can swap out abilities and whatnot. Traversing as a Ghostbuster is very easy.
Deploying trap. Stand back.
Oh my god. I don't even know where the ghost is at. And there's no there's no third person for being a buster, I think. But for
okay?
Oh yeah, that bot is broken.
Look over here. And in there. Ghost spotted.
Oh yeah, the AI is a little And then of course when you get slime, that's how you become down in the game. You can't get help by being picked up by other busters, or you can just pick up yourself, but you still have to clean yourself out. And as Horrified, you're not as good as doing your job as a buster. So the only issue I would say with the calming down mechanic is that the calming down mechanic is a little bit repetitive, and it gets a lot harder as time goes on. But this is a very fun game. This is a very fun game. I rarely recommend it, especially if you're a big Ghostbusters fan. But if you're looking for like a very oh, this is totally like Dead by Daylight, then again, there's a lot of Dead by Daylight vibes here, but it's a lot more friendlier than Dead by Daylight. Well, I should say it's a lot friendlier to get accustomed to, but the ghost side of being the ghost is a lot harder, because especially if you're going up against veterans who know the strats of this game, you're like, okay, they're in the bowling pin, or they're there, they're everywhere.
Avert your eyes! Here's the trap!
And there's trap, and there you go, done. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. You get XP for doing stuff, harming civilians, not doing property damage. If you watch the Ghostbusters movies, if you played the Ghostbusters the video game, you pretty much know what kind of game this is. If you play Dead by Daylight, you pretty much know what this game is. But that's it. That's basically it. I did have a previous recording, but I wasn't satisfied with it because I kind of want to show everybody what this kind of game is. And yes, being a ghost It's a lot more different, but with the different abilities and whatnot. But this is how you play Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It is currently on sale right now for $9.99 for one more day. It's from IllFonic that made Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Predator Hunting Grounds, Arcadegeddon. They've been around. They've been around. But anyways, if you enjoyed this first impressions video of Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, then leave a like, comment, and subscribe below. If you enjoyed this first impression video, then check out the other first impressions I have here on the YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bustin' makes me feel good.